Hello friends, hope you all are doing well and preparing well for UPSC. In today's video, I am going to talk about Indian art and culture by Nitin Singhania. In this video, I am going to talk about the selected chapters which we have to read from Nitin Singhania. Nitin Singhania is a very bulky book, so if you are a beginner or just 2 months or 3 months before prelims, you are not affordable to read each and every chapters of Nitin Singhania because it contains a lot of facts which is not easy for you to remember. So I am going to discuss each and every chapter of Samjit Singhania first of all, and after that I will also discuss the previous year questions trend of art and culture, whether which chapter carries how many questions. So let's start. First, we are going with chapter wise of Nitin Singhania. So, the very first chapter of Nitin Singhania is Indian architecture, sculpture, and poetry. This is a very important chapter. You cannot afford to skip this chapter. One more thing while reading this chapter, you have to keep in mind is only focus on the ancient and medieval architecture and not on the modern part, because UPSC will only focus on ancient and medieval architecture only. And believe me, this is a very important chapter, and every year you got at least 3 to 4 questions from this chapter only. So please don't skip this chapter. Since its chapter is very lengthy, so it's take time in the very first reading. So please be patient while reading this chapter. Only focus on ancient and medieval part and not the modern architecture. I will repeat once again this point. The second is Indian painting. In Indian painting, you have to focus only on the folk and the prehistoric painting. What you can do is you can ignore the theory part, the introduction part, the principle of painting. You can ignore this. What you can focus on prehistoric painting and the classification of Indian painting, in which you cover the folk painting, miniature painting. So please read these two topics. This is also important chapter, Indian painting. And the third chapter is Indian theatre, Indian handicrafts. You can skip this chapter. There is no need of reading this chapter, because this chapter does not carry a lot of weightage. Okay, if any questions comes, that question will definitely from the current affairs only. You can neglect this chapter. The fourth one is UNESCO list of tangibles heritage sites in India. I request all of you, if you are doing this chapter, just don't do from this book. Prepare a list of all the tangible heritage sites from the current affairs which are there in the news only. So there is no need of reading the theory parts and all this, because UPSC is not going to ask you the theory. So what I am going to tell is just prepare a list from the current affairs part, and no need to do from Nitin Singhania. Now coming to section B, fifth chapter, Indian music. Indian music is a very important chapter which you can do with this. In this chapter, what you can do, you can neglect the history of Indian music and introduction part, anatomy and you can neglect it. But what you can do is the classification of Indian music. You can do pop music, you can do classical music, you can do folk music. These are the important topics. Also, one more thing, neglect the modern development in music. Okay. Now coming to the next chapter, which is Indian dance form. Indian dance form is very important chapter. In this, you have to read only two topics, that is the classical dance form and the folk dances. Just remember, there are many folk dances in India. What you have to do is you have to read those folk dances which are there in news from the past 1 to 2 years. Don't read all the folk dances. So, but classical dance is very important, and you have to read this. One more request, while doing Nitin Singhania, you can neglect the theory part, because theory you can read once, but while preparing for exam point of view, don't do the theory parts and all. Just read that parts which UPSC will going to ask in the exam. Next, Indian theatre. Indian theatre, you can skip this chapter. Does not carry any weightage. In fact, one or two questions will come, and that will be from the current affairs, or that will from when you are reading Hindu or the Indian Express or the Vision as monthly compilations. You can cover Indian theatre from there only. No need to do it from here. Now coming to Indian puppetry. Indian puppetry is not much important chapter. You can totally skip this chapter. There is no need of doing this chapter. I will talk all these chapters from the prelims point of view, not from the mains point of view. So for prelims you can skip all this chapter which I am telling you. Indian circus, you can totally skip this chapter. There is no need of doing this chapter. Now UNESCO list of intangible cultural sites. I will tell you earlier also that UNESCO list you can prepare from the current affairs which you are reading from the Hindu analysis or the Vision IS monthly comparison. No need to read from the Nitin Singhania. Okay. Now coming to section C, cultures of India. This is a very important section after art and architecture. This is this is one of the important sections of Nitin Singhania. Chapter 11, languages in India, which you have to do. But remember one thing, you can do not introduction and classification of Indian language. What you can do is official language of India, status of classical language. I repeat, status of classical language is important topic. And national translation mission you can do this. That's all. After this you can read religions in India is also important chapter. You can read Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism. Buddhism and Jainism are the very important chapters from UPSC point of view. If you are neglecting Hinduism or Islam or Christianity, it's okay, but don't neglect Buddhism and Jainism even in your dreams. I'll tell you, you will suffer a lot if you neglect this Buddhism and Jainism. One more thing I will tell you after just completing the video, this part, Indian literature, you have to do. What I mean to say that in section C you have to do each and everything. This is very important because this all talks about the Indian part. One more thing, you can neglect the modern literature. You can only focus on ancient and medieval literature. Now coming to the School of Philosophy, this is also a very important chapter from UPSC point of view. So please do these chapters wholly. You can't skip anything from this chapter. Now coming to Indian cinema. Indian cinema you can skip this chapter. From prelims point of view, there is no need of reading this chapter from Nitin Singhania. There was an essay on Indian cinema in the UPSC previous year paper. You can write from the general perspective because we all are watching movies, web series, etc. So you can easily write from that from the real life experiences which we are getting, not need of reading this chapter, even from mains also. Now coming to science and technology through the ages, you can read this chapter because I have seen the question of science and technology through the ages in various test series of insights and vision. So please read this chapter. UPSC might ask this question from this chapter. One more thing, only focus on ancient and medieval part while doing art and culture, not doing modern part is also fine. Now coming to calendars in India, you can skip this chapter totally. There is no need of doing the calendars, national calendars and all. UPSC is not going to ask this question from you. Fairs and festival, new chapter, and the next chapter. In this chapter, what you have to do is you have to prepare a list from the current affairs which are there in the news, which all festivals or fairs which are in news. For example, some a festival Northeast India have celebrated a very special occasion or a special theme. We have to prepare that chapter only, or that festival only. No need of doing the theory part because UPSC will ask question from the current affairs only from this chapter. Now coming to award and honors, you can totally neglect this chapter. There is no need of reading this chapter. Now law and culture, you can skip this chapter also. There is no need of reading this chapter. Martial arts in India, you can read this chapter because I think one question will be was asked by UPSC in the previous year question. I will tell you also in this video only, but you can read once and make a short notes of it. Now culture institutions in India, what I will tell that there is no need of reading all the chapters that like all the important institutions. What you have to read is that institution which are there in news. For example, Archaeological Survey of India, very important. We have to read it. All India Radio, you have to read it. National Archives of India, you have to read it. And after the Sangeet Natya Academy, Sahitya Academy, Lalit Kala Academy, these all are the things which are, if there is in news, you have to read it. If not, there is no need of burdening yourself by reading all this. Now coming to section D or appendices. In appendices, you have to read only two appendices, not appendix number 2, Bhakti and Sufi movement, very important. If you are reading from medieval history, then you can suffice your notes from here only. Even if you are not reading in medieval history, you can read it from here and make notes of it. Very important. And there is a next appendix called places of cultural interest. You have to read it. What I mean from this is you have to in this appendix you have to read all the GI tags in the past 1 to 2 years, which all the places, which all the things which are getting the GI tag. You have to read that only. So these are the chapters which I will explain which chapters you have to read, which chapters you have to skip. So now coming to the previous year papers of UPSC, you will analyze that which chapter most important among all the given chapters. So let's see that. Now seeing the previous year topics along with the number of questions asked by UPSC. So let's start. The very first topic is Indian architecture, sculpture and poetry. Number of questions asked by UPSC 27, a huge number. I will said in the previous in the previous discussion that this chapter is very important. You can't afford to skip this chapter. Now Indian paintings, Indian music, Indian dance form, languages in India, religions in India, and Indian literature. These three are the section C part, which I have told that you have to read this chapter because this all talks about the Indian literature, Indian languages, Indian religions, which are very important, and they are in news also. Indian literature. Now School of Philosophy I have told that you have to read because 2 questions will be asked by UPSC in the previous years. Calendars in India, this 1 question is asked, but you can cover this chapter from the ancient India also. While reading this chapter, while reading ancient India, you can somehow got few calendars like Saka calendars, and also you get from there only. There's no need of reading this chapter. If we have enough time, you can read it, but not necessary because only 1 question was asked by UPSC. Now coming to martial art, which chapter that you have to do this chapter. So these 10 chapters are very important chapter which you can't afford to leave it. So if you want to take screenshot, you can take the screenshot, or you can also watch the video later, later time. So thank you so much guys. This is the important chapters of Nitin Singhania which we have to read. If you have any doubt, please feel write in the comment section, and I will solve your query or doubt. One more thing, please, if you will if this video really helps you, please like this video and subscribe the channel if you don't. Thank you so much. Meet you in the next video.